Hold on. I'll introduce everybody.
Wait, you want to?
Just a little intro, right? Get me in the mood. Little foreplay.
Yeah. I can do the intro. Oh, the intro? Are we starting right away?
We're starting right away.
All right. I will hit the intro. Let's get you in the mood. You happy now?
Welcome back, universe, and especially Brown County, to Off the Rails podcast, episode 34, first 34th episode of our third season. Woo! Coming to you pre-recorded from the Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty Studios here in beautiful, not Brown County, Grafton, Wisconsin, and they would love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. You're looking to buy or sell a home, maybe you're interested in a career in real estate, email Roy at cdhsr.com, or give him a call any time of day, 3 a.m. at 414-235-0763. They'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. And we are back with comedian Ray Danger Hensley. Woo! Hey.
Hold on. Did you just call Roy at 3 a.m. in the morning?
He don't care. Yep. Roy's probably going to bed when you're getting up.
All right, let me ask you one other question. What county are we in?
We're in Ozaki.
Ozaki.
Ozaki? That's fun.
Ozaki.
Yeah.
Ozaukee.
Nice.
Ozaki.
It's a Native American word?
Sure.
Most of Wisconsin's towns are. Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's what Indiana is, right? I don't know. Stupid.
I think America is.
We did have
Heavily influenced.
the whole country.
I think Florida is. I think New Mexico is. I think it all is.
Well, we did all the weird, like, Kakana, Chippewa, all the weird, like.
Yeah, we didn't feel like naming it something different because we took so much at one time. We couldn't think of enough names.
There's
Too many names we needed,
Well,
so we
just
just
keep it like
keep
it is.
it whatever.
That's why every state has like a Greenwood and a Springfield and a.
Yep.
True. I always love they take people outside of Wisconsin and try to have them like pronounce our
Like
cities.
Oconomowoc.
You know, I worked with
Waukesha.
Geez, I'm just not remembering names. Daryl from The Office. What was his name?
Craig Robinson.
Craig Robinson. Thank you. I work with Craig Robinson. And have you ever seen his stand-up act?
Yeah, it's funny.
So he's playing the piano, and he asks this woman, "Where you from?" And she says, "I'm from Mequon." It sound like something that a sister would name her child. Yo, Mequon, get in the house. It was just great. Right off the top of his head, man. I drove past Mequon to get here. In Mequon?
Mequon. How do you spell that? How do you spell Mequon?
Mequon.
Oh, that's easy. I thought this was gonna
Fine.
be like
Nettee. All right, this week we're gonna judge the saddest doorbell ever claim, the real best picture of the year, a birthday idea, weird penis story, German grenade, space sex, wall of poop, or causing a divorce, sex robot factory, what women go through, and much more in this always entertaining Off the Rails bonus premiere. Woo! Will, I had a question for you beforehand. You said you wanted to get to a question right away. That gummy, man.
I think I just asked him.
What he considers a comedian.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Woo! I am old. Ray, I just
Sure.
turned 63, so I'm up there, man.
63. Jeez, I thought you were like 50.
Thank you. Well, I'm really mature.
Blowing my mind.
I'm really mature for my age, so I got that going for me. So we've had a discussion, and we've asked a number of comedians what they consider a comedian, because Tom considers himself a comedian, and he's really never done stand-up.
Technically, did one.
Well, not really. He hasn't really done a paid gig.
I get paid.
Is doing stand up.
For Roy for his
Oh.
50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Or a sponsor. How much did you get?
Brendan and I got $100. I gave it all to him.
So, what do you consider a comedian?
I don't know. Like, I don't think you have to do stand up to be a comedian, right?
No.
Like, I think you can be like a comedic actor. I think you can do
That's a comedic actor, a comedic writer. I'm talking about comedian.
Oh, so you're talking about like an actual. Oh,
You're,
okay, I
you're
see.
talking stand-up comic
You're trying to push your own
agenda.
agenda
Yeah,
of
you're
what
steering.
your
These are leading
definition is.
questions. You would be thrown
So
out of
far,
court right now.
Everyone has agreed with me. And if you get Ray Danger Hensley on your side, he is, after all, from Indiana.
I don't know. We get money for doing this show. I do
you
a bad
think-
joke monologue. I'm sitting down. I'm not standing up.
So do you think like improv people are comedians?
No.
I do. It takes a lot to be able to do that stuff.
And
You gotta
I
be quick, you gotta
respect
be
that.
funny.
But they are improv performers. They're not comedians.
Okay, so you're putting like just stand-up comedians or just that
The
broad
only
brush of
comedians?
just what
That-
comedy is.
That's
is
what I
just
consider.
comedians.
Because everything else, you're a comedic actor. Someone who, well, I had said originally performed in comedy clubs, and I got flamed all over Facebook, and I didn't mean anyone that performed at other places other than comedy club is not a comedian. I was trying to let Tom know that I didn't consider him a comedian.
So I would argue that your definition sounds more like what I would define a comic. Because to me, a comic and a comedian is different. A comic would be your stand-up comedian.
An entertainer whose act is designed to make an audience laugh.
Ah!
They sat watching an Irish comedian telling jokes.
Right.
A comedic actor, an amusing or entertaining person. He's a real comedian, this fella.
See, it's on the internet. You're wrong.
This is the dictionary.
Whose dictionary is that?
Oh,
I think it's this new name Webster.
Internet dictionary.
a writer of comedies. This is Merriam-Webster. Boom. Writer of comedies. An actor who plays comic roles. A comical individual. You son of a bitch. You've been hurting my feelings on purpose all this time.
Okay, so now the real question is, I think maybe what Will is trying to get me to answer is like an open micer a comedian? Is that what you want to know?
I would consider them a comedian because they're working on their craft. They may
Yeah.
not be a very good one, but they're working towards it.
What about somebody who does like 3 shows a year and they're not, I mean, they just show up to a couple open mics a year and that's it?
Yeah, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's a comic hobby.
So you're way loose with other people calling themselves comedians who just like,
Not me.
I've done a show. I'm a comedian. Or over like a guy like Seth Rogen who like is a comedic actor and he's very funny, right?
And a great writer, too.
And a good writer.
I would not take anything away from him. He's a funny guy. I would never consider him a comedian.
He has done stand up though.
I know. I've seen it. I would still never consider him a comedian.
He was a bad example.
Just the judge and jury.
He's done stand up and he's gotten paid for it. Then that's your definition.
That's not really his thing.
Then it's just you're deciding who's a comedian and
Right.
who's not.
That's right.
So it's whoever William.
And he has
thinks is-
decided I am not.
Neither is Molly, for that matter.
I've never said that I was.
Ray,
No,
I
I think
you're a
comedy
comedian.
can come in different forms, right? I don't really care who everyone's called themselves a comic.
You know what, man? You keep up this shit, waffling. We're
I
gonna take
told you.
you're out of your fucking name. You
I'm
make all
in
these
last
danger.
Spot fod. I'm
You're
just
gonna
nice.
be
I'm gonna
Ray Careful Hensley.
Ray Safety First Hensley over here. I just want everyone to like me. That's it. So
Here's William just over here chomping on popcorn on air and
yeah, real professional.
making fun of everyone.
But a comedian.
As a
A real comedian.
I beg to differ.
A real comedian.
I would never call you a comedian. I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
jeez.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Molly, you are his ride or die bits. I would expect nothing less from you. You
I'm
have to back your
kidding.
man up in his delusion. I love you guys, though. And Tom is very talented, and this is a wonderful thing we have here. I don't want to knock you. You have comedic ways.
But I'm gonna knock you and you're not a comedian.
No, but you know what?
I'm not gay. I just have gay ways.
Well, you can look at your hair and tell. No, seriously, I don't want you to have your feelings hurt by
No,
that.
it's fine.
But maybe we should get
I'll
you to
bury
do
this
some-
shit down, and when I go post, it'll be one of the things I'm screaming as the cops are taking me out.
You're pulling Molly's gray hairs out.
You'll know it.
Oh boy.
Is this the saddest sounding doorbell? This is what it's claimed.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
That's pretty sad sounding.
Sounds.
Sounds like it's seen better days.
It sounds kind of like like at the end of a scene in an old kind of cop show or something. That kind of music was going to commercial or something.
Like-
It sounds like a 10-year-old trying to learn how to play the guitar.
Yeah.
It sounds like someone just ran it over with a car and that's its last dying gasp. Like it's
I think it rocks. I wouldn't call it sad.
No.
It sounds like it does. It kind of sounds like a transition song from like a redneck show.
What kind of music did your band
Let's
play?
check to see what Bo and the boys are doing.
On MTV. So what kind of music did you play?
We were like a post-hardcore like rock group. I was the drummer and I was the screamer of the band.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Is there still clips out there of your band?
Yeah, there's reverbnation.com/city in the sky. And that's where it's at.
Can we have your permission to play this on Facebook?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
We were kind of around before like a whole lot of the social media stuff, so we didn't really like mess with that too much, but still some of it's still out there. We did some stuff on the radio. We did some like traveled all over playing music. It was a good time. I did it for 10 years or so. From 20 to 30 pretty much.
And then
Before I
you
started doing comedy.
a comedian?
Do what?
Then you decided to become a comedian?
Yeah. Comedy was like the only thing that like I could do that I didn't have to drag other people around with me. Like to like play music, like if everyone wasn't like on the same page, it was just kind of like a pain in the ass, right? Whereas this, I can just do it.
Take your
Yeah, that's it. I was a really good drummer.
There we
Damn,
go.
Ray,
Look at
that's
that.
great.
It was really
Nice.
loud, but that sounds good.
You
Good-
played
good
that
sound.
drum?
I did, yeah.
That's
Do
awesome.
if you play Love Pocket, you can hear me screaming right out of the gate. I scream in all those songs, but
That sounded great, man. Did y'all get any recording contract or anything?
nah.
No?
No, there were record labels and stuff like that, like trying to talk to us back in the day, but they said that like a lot of them said that we don't want to talk to you unless you're like self-sustaining. But then like when we got to where we were self-sustaining, it's like why do we need a record label if we're already
Yeah,
self-sustaining?
they take everything
Yeah.
from you, yeah. That guy had a great voice, too.
Yeah, that was Kyle. Kyle, he's got a good voice. It's a good time. Yeah, Love Pocket is the one where I scream like right out of the gate. It's fun.
Oh, love.
Oh, pocket. You know what that sounds
Love Pocket. It's about
like? That a vagina?
it's about sex, Will. It's about sex.
20 minutes.
It's 20 minutes long. It's a rock ballad for sure.
Nice. There's a lot of screaming.
Lots of whatever. That's my screen.
I'm trying to look for it here. It's hard to
No.
find.
Right, we'll just keep talking.
That's
Did
fine.
you do any festivals or anything like that?
The only festivals I've really done are the World Series ones.
I'm with the music I'm talking about.
Oh, there were like we got asked to perform at a lot of like churches and stuff because our band name was City in the Sky, so everyone thought we were like a religious band,
Oh,
and we would just let them book us. because they paid very well, churches.
Yeah.
But then we have songs like Love Pocket and stuff like that, and we were not
like
religious
Spirit
at
in
all.
the Sky. That's the kind of when you
Well,
think about that song, Spirit in the Sky.
That's their fault for not screening the songs first.
Yeah,
You gotta
just by
hire a
going by
band.
the name.
Well, we were like pretty popular, so like a lot of the kids that like were in that church and stuff like that were like, "Book City in the Sky," and we were like, "Hell yeah, let's do it!"
That's awesome, man.
And then like the song "A Million Miles Away" is about drug use, and then "Drowning in the Duck Pond" was like about like self reflection and stuff like that. So that was a cute little song. There it is. This is me and Corey rather.
Oh, you still beat me like a glove. That would set you off. I'm sorry, love, but we fucked it up. 'Cause I can't rest until I feel alive. Your lips are mixed with all the chemicals I made.
That's
Dude,
screaming.
I'm telling you, I like this music.
Yeah, sweet.
All right. Well, awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. I've never had anybody like bring in my music like that. It's fun.
I like it.
I like the sound. It's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So what are those guys doing now? Are they still?
I've not talked to Kyle in a long time. He
Yeah,
lives
you
in
gotta- you
Idaho.
gotta-
He lives in Idaho or something now.
Oh,
But me and Corey, we're still very good friends. It's actually his son's like 3rd birthday party today, and I didn't go, and I feel like a piece of shit now. But yeah, and then Mark.
if you
Mark
don't have
is-
kids, why would you go? Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
no,
I don't remember my 3rd birthday.
yeah, I mean, was an old drunk Ray's gonna show up and just roam around?
Screaming, love pocket in.
Just scream.
No, yeah. So me, Corey, and Mark are still old buddies, and we still hang out every once in a while. It's a good time. Every time we get together, though, it's always like we should get the band back together and play some more shows, and it never happens. Like I miss playing music. I wish I could still do it, but I like doing
Don't
comedy
get
a lot.
together. We'll put you on our show.
Yeah.
We've had the Guffs.
The Guffs,
Yep. You familiar?
nice.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
like something you get.
Guff.
We had the Guffs.
You've never heard of the Guffs, man?
We're pretty sick. I've never heard of the Guffs. No,
they were a
Cut
good
that
time.
part out.
cut that part out.
You see the real best picture that should have won this year?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Martin Scorsese and his daughter, and she's quizzing him on feminine products to see if you can guess what they are.
Marty?
Oh,
Hold on, let's restart this here.
can you make it bigger?
God, he's getting old.
For your eyes, you know, the mascara.
Here it is.
Oh,
That is a, well, it's some sort of cosmetic thing that you use. It's a flagon. Not for the eye.
A menstrual
An
cup.
eye cup?
Yeah, isn't it?
Okay.
They do it shit like
The buds.
earbuds.
Okay. Come on, what is this? Let me see my.
Wasting my time.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Good. To use for your head. Those things. What's that?
Nice.
Let's see it. Head's in the way. That's some sort of weird pillow. That's what I found. That is
What is a hair donut?
I think they use them that it makes your hair look all like poofy in the back, like a big bun or whatever.
Oh, I've seen
Probably
those.
put your hair through it, and then I've never used one. I never would.
You never would?
No.
Because it makes it gray.
Ugh,
Because it's too much work.
Oh,
her gray hair is just—it's like I was
just-
punched in the
if you
stomach.
got one
man.
of those gray donuts, it
Oh.
wouldn't show up as much.
You're gonna look like Sindel from Mortal Kombat in about a week.
Oh my
That's awesome.
goodness. Molly, you should go get your hair. Just go get it all colored gray. Come home like that. I saw something that scared me. Live with it. What did you think? She came home completely gray.
Like a pretty silver color. I see
Yeah.
that.
A pretty
But
silver
To
color.
get from the purple and the dark that I have in here to that sounds expensive and lengthy.
Well,
Why
it's
don't
just
we
going to go all gray anyway, so let's just do it like a Band-Aid.
Let's just give her a buzz cut. Go out gray.
Yeah.
I'm game for any of these options.
You're not going to shave your head. Let's do it.
Let's all shave our heads.
I shave my head.
I have no idea what kind of shape I've got going on under here. I don't know if I'd look good.
You
Yeah,
never
you-
went through like a short hair phase or anything?
No, not really. Normally,
No?
like chin length is probably about as short as I've ever had it.
She's goth phase was her.
My one thing that I always had, I don't like messing with my hair. I don't like. I always used to go and be like, all right, but it at least has to be long enough so I can put it half up at least. If I can't put it all up in a ponytail, I have to at least be able to put it half up.
She looks real
Would've
sexy,
been-
bitchy in a ponytail.
It would
too.
have been funny if she said, I don't really like messing with my hair.
Have you guys ever had? You guys ever go through a long hair phase? Any of you guys will?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not me.
Back in the 70s, yeah. When I joined the Army, my hair was like down to here. And I sat in that chair. And he goes, you want it short, medium, or long? I mean, come on, man. I think you shear me like a sheep. And he just, and I got up and I started to walk out, and the drill sergeant said, where you going, boy? Going outside. He goes, you got to pay for that haircut. You know, you see the movies where these guys get their haircut. You got to stop and give them money. You got to pay for that fucking haircut after they humiliate you.
Really?
You got to pay for
I
that.
never heard that.
Yep. You got to pay for that. And you got to tip.
Maybe he was fucking with you.
No, everybody had to pay.
Are you sure?
Everybody had to pay,
You're
man.
making me cut my long, luscious
My
locks.
luscious locks, man.
You got any pictures we
My
could see
short hair?
of
No,
your
the
long hair?
I might have one. I'll see if I can dig one up.
My hair was really long senior year of high school.
How long?
Like, I had enough to donate to Locks of Love when I cut it.
And she was goth. She was like Morticia, huh?
No. Never
You
goth.
monster.
Yeah, you were. Black shirt, black
in
pants,
like
black
elementary
socks.
school and like the
Black is
beginning
very
of middle
slimming.
school, I wore lots of black jeans and black shirts.
Black leather pants.
I wasn't wearing all black then, but
Molly.
they
black
were-
leather
they were
pants.
leather.
It said
And I
bitchy
wore
on
them to
them.
school once, and my Spanish teacher made fun of me, and I was so embarrassed. I
Did they
never
make
wore
fun of
them
you in
again.
Spanish or in English?
Shy little Molly comes in with some fuck me pants.
I walked in the door of that classroom, and she instantly was right on, making fun of my pants.
Oh, that's a shame. She never forgot it all those years ago.
We actually had her on the show because
Oh, no
She's
kidding.
hilarious.
she's funny. She's
Did
hilarious.
she talk about your pants?
But I told her how she scarred me.
She talk about your pants.
No, I told her how she scarred me. Tom made me tell her the story.
Yeah.
She was like,
See, look at that. Bullying does work, huh?
I'm so sorry.
I don't know. Molly's
So
in a
we
no
get it-
underwear phase
Oh
lately.
my goodness, really? It's all right.
Is it a no underwear phase or is it I haven't done laundry?
It's a little both.
Maybe she's selling.
Why
those
did this turn
panties.
into a pick on Molly?
It's not. Sorry. The gray lady
Hey,
over there
maybe
says we
she's
can't.
hooked up with our little gal who sells panties, and maybe that's why she doesn't have any.
That's why we're not worried about money and I'm not working.
Because I'm selling them, but if I was selling them, I'd be wearing them.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I said, I don't want a clean pair. You got to wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not all about that.
It kind of reminds me of Little Red sniffing that little girl's panties.
Oh.
You can't go into that without
Anyone
Well,
seen
great.
the movie?
Watch Little Red. It's on Amazon Prime. It's Mark Metcalf, who is the maestro, and he does movies with Mark with us every other week. But we reviewed his movie, and he is creepy. You'll see. Watch it.
He plays the big bad wolf.
He's the big bad wolf.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
Here's-
watch that.
A birthday prank that I thought was hilarious. Here's a 7-foot steel penis delivered to the guy's house. I pranked him with.
That's a prank.
He had custom ordered, custom built, and there were also here's them making it.
That sounds like
Yeah,
an
what does that
expensive
cost?
prank.
I'll get into that in a second, but
Are you gonna buy one, Will?
yeah. Here's the instructions. Must be at least 7 feet tall and delivered outside the house with maximum visibility to ensure embarrassment. Self-standing and thick enough to make it difficult to get rid of. Welded to make it difficult to take apart. Engraved with a happy birthday message. Wrapped in enough polystyrene balls so that when opened, they have to clean that up too. And galvanized so that they could keep it in their garden if they wanted to.
You know what? That is the lowest form of humor. The prank.
I know.
I think that's pretty good, but I'm very curious how much they could.
I know.
How heavy is it?
It looks heavy.
Marketplace, it was 123 euros. Because
it's not bad.
Was that American?
I don't know.
I think it's probably about 150 American.
Yeah, about 150 bucks.
Huh.
I'd put that right in our yard.
That'd be a great conversation piece, and I'm sure all the neighbors would hate us.
It's all the more reason. You should get that.
You just tell them it's a rocket.
Yeah. It's a piece of art.
We had that neighbor lady driving over our lawn all the time. I should have put it right there.
What? Your neighbor drove over your lawn?
All the time. We had videos of it and everything.
Why?
She was turning around, and she was taking a wide turn and just going over the edge of our yard.
Up in our driveway and over the curb.
She left the tire track?
Yeah.
Did you say something to her?
I put a big rock there.
And what happened then?
She stopped doing it. Instead of doing a wide turn,
right,
she would just gun it over our driveway and then.
But you did discuss it with her?
No.
You just put a rock there.
I just put a rock there.
It's very passive aggressive.
He's should I go talk to her? Should I say something?
No, that's a woman to woman.
You should put a big 7-foot penis there.
That's what I should have done.
That's better than putting a note on her car. Hey, please stop driving through our yard.
I put it on Facebook and everybody had tons of nasty ideas I should have done.
Oh.
But she's kind of crippled. I think she was in a car accident. And then the reason why I didn't talk to her, honest to God, was because if she responded, fuck you and your driveway, I don't know how I would have reacted. I was preparing to me not ripping into a cripple lady across the street.
She seems nice. I'm sure she would have been fine.
Hashtag equality, am I right, guys? Come on.
You can't just be, I don't care if you're crippled or not, you can't be just rolling over my yard, right?
Make the wide turn. She does now, right?
Yeah.
She probably didn't think she would do that. Come on, I'm crippled.
She would park on the road across from our driveway and then do a big turn instead of
Obviously she needs a better car with a better turning radius.
Yeah. I don't know. All right. How do you guys, what would be your plan to have sex in zero gravity in space? This is something we're talking about here. Attempting sex in space.
Oh, I'd have to go doggy style.
Well, the thing is, in zero gravity, two objects that push against each other push away.
Yeah, but you hold on, see?
You would need harnesses.
Harnesses?
I would
You just can't hold on and just go together.
And it's hard to get an erection in space. That's what they say, floppy erections.
Well, how are you going to pull yourself back with zero gravity if you don't have some kind of harness to pull on or something?
Yeah, you pull on them, though.
I don't know.
I'm
imagining a harness contraption.
Well, yeah, they're saying that you're going to need ropes and
floppy
straps.
erections and bouncy romp. Oh, it just seems like too much of ass.
They said it's possible. I mean,
you just take your belt, wrap it around her waist, you hold onto the two belts like reins.
Just pull the belts, yeah.
And then you just bounce her off of you and pull her back. Bounce her off of you and pull her back.
that's a really good strategy. Boom, boom. You just keep
As Ray would do for 2 minutes.
for 2 minutes.
Two pumps, bud. Yeah.
Come on, we're in space.
It would take longer to set the belt up.
Like you go in, it's like, oh, we're done.
We're done.
It would be
It
fun.
would be it'd be super nasty though. You think that of all the fluids and stuff that'd be floating around in that cockpit.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds hot.
I wasn't thinking of that.
What do you mean goo?
You know how much you sweat? There would just be droplets of sweat everywhere too.
If I'm trying to pull your gray ass back to me.
Oh my goodness.
And you have the cum, the pre-cum, the women's stuff, like all that other shit. I mean, fucking everywhere.
Gray hairs everywhere.
Gray hairs everywhere.
Somebody knocking on the door, like, hold on, we gotta clean up quick. Shit.
Yeah.
They gotta
You start catching everything. Yeah.
Let me in.
Man.
You're gonna do it in the space bathroom?
So just
Maybe if I just crack the toilet a little, get a little leak to the outside, it'll pull us
pull you down a little
pull
bit.
you down a little bit.
just
Can I
doesn't
just
sound
put a
worth it.
pinhole crack
Or
in
you
it?
could sit in the toilet like he is right now.
Yeah, and just
It just doesn't sound worth it.
what?
It would be fun probably the first time, and then you like look around and
Like
everything.
shower sex?
I'd try it once, and I'd be like, "It's okay, I got this."
Shower sex sucks.
Shower sex is not fun at all. No.
No.
We had to end up going to the emergency.
What?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's hear it. Why?
During shower
What?
sex?
What'd you do?
Who slipped on what? And
No, she was pregnant with Will at the time.
Okay.
And
what
it
is
just
going
seemed to
on?
be some bleeding. So we had to go.
More than normal?
Thank you for that story, William.
It was a little more blood than normal.
I thought there was at least going to be a fun, like,
You slipped
slip,
or something?
fall,
No, because we were like, oh God. You know, the doctor was cool about it. The doctor was like, well, you know, just kind of take it easy. Just get close. Come on.
You can't just go for like 40 minutes on her. Come on.
Right.
Put your poor kid in there. Fuck.
I know.
Get out of here, dude.
Yeah, and shower sex for Will, she'd have to be bent over for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Sounds
hot water
awful.
heater big enough for complete showers?
That's true, huh?
Yeah, the neighbors would be like, the fuck? Pop, pop, pop.
So we was living
Use
in
it.
a house in Georgia then. We had a nice little house in the woods.
Use all the shower sex.
That was fun. I mean, like, but like, look, somebody's always going to get cold. They're not going to be under the shower. It's just kind of, it seems good. But
As this is the first joint venture between our
We're
two
thinking-
countries, I'm having it patched directly to the White House and Buckingham
What is
Palace.
going on?
Well, I'm sure Her Majesty will be fascinated.
yeah, this is cool.
Well,
This is James Bond doing zero gravity sex.
What is going on?
My God, what's Bond doing?
007.
I think he's attempting re-entry, sir.
Oh!
Oh my, he's even.
What?
Oh. Oh, Jesus. That's the old Bond, huh? Is it the same? Is it the new one?
That was zero gravity
I
sex.
think it may be time to go home.
Is that Roger Moore?
Really?
Roger Moore Bond. He's been dead.
Well, it wouldn't have went that smoothly.
Oh,
Oh, come on. It's James Bond, baby.
they're all covered up in
Yeah, none of like the blankets are draping over them. Like, come on, that would be like that.
No, you have little weighted. It still would.
What?
You don't think about it,
You're
it's
waiting.
There's no weight. There's zero weight. The weighted blankets would do nothing.
Zero gravity.
Yeah, let's say with the weight
Like-
go.
You just need weighted blankets. That's it.
Case closed.
William, what part of zero gravity?
Hey,
As soon as
just a
I
heads up.
found out, I
My phone
knew
is-
it was a dumb
Like,
thing to say.
damn it.
My phone is at 10%, so if I die, I'm sorry.
Can't
Alright.
you plug it in while you're talking to us?
Well, then I have to like leave.
Go get your
Get
plug
somewhere to plug it in.
and get your plug and bring it back.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
No problem.
Well, we can continue to talk.
Well, we can just wait.
Look, he's
Go.
Like a ninja.
Well,
Leaving like a ninja.
would y'all want to have sex in zero gravity?
I'd get it done. Just that's like the Mile High Club.
I
Man.
mean, I think it'd be one thing that you'd have to like do if you had the chance just to say you did it, but probably just one time. That's
What if it was super awesome?
I
what if
doubt
you really
that.
liked it?
I highly doubt it.
What if the orgasm was just like you didn't even want to have sex on Earth anymore?
That
It just ruin it for you.
Oh.
I doubt it.
All right.
I got a abnormal psychology book over there, and I swear it was trying to sell me heroin because they were describing all these drugs that people are taking, and they said taking heroin was like having an orgasm in every single part of your body at the exact same time. I'm like, I never had an orgasm in my teeth. I'm like, is this book trying to sell me heroin? What the hell?
I have.
You had an orgasm in your teeth? What? No way.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
No problem.
I come from a big family. We never had any kind of privacy. So I had to learn how to jerk off while I was brushing my teeth. The sensation that you get jerking off while you're brushing your teeth, until I got laid, I had
He's
no
writing
cavities.
it down.
You look, if you can't pat your head and rub your stomach at the same time, I wouldn't attempt it.
You know,
But I'm gonna tell you, boy, my gums are bleeding.
that's probably why it takes you 20 minutes.
Yeah. If you had another person brushing your teeth like a dog.
Oh, dude. Yeah, man, like when you're having an orgasm and you get an itch and you scratch it, it feels so fucking good while you come. It's the best. You got. I know it's crazy. I know. I'm sorry.
What is happening?
So when you come, Will, do you have like minty breath? You just get like that like sensation of like,
Ooh,
like that kind of feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I got to do that. That's on my to-do list. I have the electric toothbrush.
Oh yeah.
Molly wears the batteries out of that.
Before you know it, you're biting down on that. Oh.
Here we go. Here we go.
Challenge accepted. He's in the back.
Ray's got it.
We're doing it on the podcast. Let's go. We got 20 minutes left. We can
Let's
do it.
We got it.
Just
That'll work. All right. So the German police had to call in the bomb squad to investigate a grenade in the Bavarian forest.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah. Let's share the screen here.
Hensley, that's a German name, isn't it?
English.
Oh no. It's German.
Turns out that they determined it was a rubber grenade replica because of the condoms, lubricant, and other sex toys found in the bag. So they were called on suspicious but multiple sex toys, and I did not know that you can get a sex toy of a hand grenade.
Is it a vibrating grenade?
It's just rubber.
Does it vibrate?
Let's look.
I think you shove it up your ass.
I was just gonna say, it sounds like an odd shape for a sex toy. It would have to be a fun thing.
Really?
Well, Tom wouldn't need a grenade. He would need a pineapple.
Yeah, you shove it up your ass and you pull the pin, you know?
Time for SpongeBob to go home, boys.
Call the pin and
All I'm getting is the story about the grenade thing. Let's go images. Nope.
Do you think Molly would tear the paint off of that thing?
Whoa. Yeah, here we go. There is one. We got it. You can find anything on the internet. And it is a vibrator.
It's a grenade vibrator?
And it plugs into the computer.
Charge it up.
That's a charger? That's probably just the charger cord.
Grenade massager.
That doesn't look like what I thought it was going to look like. I thought it was going to look like an actual grenade.
It's called the Big Bang.
The Big Bang.
Yeah, that doesn't even look like a grenade, man.
No, it doesn't.
Well, let alone the bottom.
What end goes up there, do you think?
Probably the grenade end.
The vibrating end.
Oh, yeah. No, you got to have a grip to get it out.
Yeah, so it's got to be the top end goes in, right?
But the other end's ripped for her pleasure, though, you know?
There you go.
Yeah, this end's got to go in. You can't let that thing loose. They need a wristband.
Oh, man, you're on a journey.
to the doctor. Get that taken out of you.
Hey, I said
Million and one. Oh, Mama's here? No?
No.
What would you do if your neighbor, who you're having a dispute with, decides to build a fence full of poop for their fence between the yards? You're having a property dispute, and he says, F you, this is my property line. Bam.
I would put a hose on it and just squirt it back over on his side.
Yeah?
Yeah. You hose that shit down. Where he's got plenty of.
That's the whole
my
fence line.
God.
The police said they can't do anything about this because it's on the other guy's property. So he just has rotting manure smell. They can't do anything
How
about
long was he saving up poo to do this project?
I don't know. He probably got it from his farmer buddies. Look at the land.
You probably got it from a farm. You can get manure.
That much?
Manure with gardening. And
This guy was planning on this for a long time. That's a lot of fucking shit.
You can come on in, Mom. Welcome. Here, we got a
Well,
doorbell for
did
you.
you see the story about the guy that paid
Who is it?
Oh,
he paid his employee his last paycheck with a wheelbarrow of greasy pennies?
Just dumped it on his yard.
Like wheelbarrow full of. He had to count those out, and they were all like greasy with something.
Oh, that guy was a jerk.
So this
He really
guy
was.
is literally having to sit and clean all of them off to be able to use them.
It's a compost fence, told the police. It's not a poop wall. It's a fucking poop wall.
oh, so he's doing like environmental stuff then, you know?
No, he's just
loving
marking his
on the
property.
planet. He's loving the planet.
He's just being a passive aggressive.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's aggressive. That's not passive aggressive.
That's very
I
aggressive.
was trying to. Yes, it is.
No,
Yeah.
that's definitely.
Would you fire back on something?
What do
Or
you
would
fire
just let
back
it
with?
go?
So, Mom, did you bring our Bitcoin?
Yeah, you owe us 30. Oh, they're up to 50 now. If you'd have given us to them, they almost doubled in price since you were going to buy his Bitcoin.
Oh, really?
She's going to give us Bitcoin.
Wow.
So
What are you doing there, Ma?
She's trying to
was
find the
looking for
Bitcoin.
something. Yeah. Well, I'm a bit short.
A bit short.
Ray, do you have any Bitcoin?
I do not, no. This is like, yeah, I'm like always super slow on all the technology stuff, and I don't even really understand what Bitcoin is. Or I know there's a new one like Dogecoin or whatever, Dogecoin or whatever.
Non-fungible tokens?
No idea what any of that means or is.
Here we go. I have a story.
Bitcoin is worth like $50,000.
Really?
Tom's
Yeah.
mom owes us each one.
So
She better get to
Disaster
work.
Girl has control of her image now and has sold it. I don't know how this works. This old meme, remember that?
Yeah.
She sold it for $500,000 somehow. It is just the image, like for someone to say that that's theirs. A non-fungible token.
Interesting.
I would cast that in right away.
She did. $500,000.
How do you sell that when it's already out on the internet? People are already using it as memes everywhere.
These non-fungible token things are now like you create your own cryptocurrency somehow.
Somehow, nobody really knows.
And
how
I
it
don't know
works.
how.
I don't get it. I really don't.
I don't either.
That's why
I'm
I'm
like,
not
can you turn that
spending
into
any
real money?
Yeah, I don't trust it. I mean, like it could just disappear. Oh
Yep.
well, that's the internet for you.
So somehow, if anybody can explain it to me, I don't know how these work, but
I know they always want Dad to try to buy Bitcoin for his gamble.
Like you thought it was annoying when like hackers could steal your identity. Like now they can steal all of
Right.
everything.
Right.
That'd be scary as hell, right?
Mhm.
I
I've
wouldn't.
just stayed away from it because I
I don't
smell
understand it.
doesn't smell right to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Somehow or another, all this money that's going in, it's gonna.
Yeah, it's like imaginary money.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. I'll just keep getting paid in cash. and drink tickets. Let's go.
Yeah.
We gotta take the danger off his name, man. He won't have anything to do with it.
I mean, I'll invest in stuff because I know that the people who are investing in that shit are making money right now. That'd be cool. But it doesn't mean I want to switch over all of my funds to Bitcoin or Dogecoin or whatever it is. I don't
If
want
I
to do that.
would be nervous every day until I sell it for real money.
Exactly. There was a football player recently that he put all of his assets, and he's like officially on internet money now. And I don't even know what that means, but he is doing it.
I have no idea either. And we're probably going to be done because we didn't do it.
Probably.
They're starting to take it as currency. You can pay for stuff with
But
it
Ray
directly
said
now.
all of his funds, man. So he's sitting on a mound of cash.
Over there.
All of his funds.
Well, he's not sitting on anything. He's sitting on a computer that has his shit in it. That has all of his money on it.
Until China gets it.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ma, you watch out with the politics
I
now.
know.
Jesus
but
Christ, you can't take her anywhere.
I live and breathe it, man.
That's right.
That's why I'm scared.
Ray, do you work a regular job as well as
Yeah, I had to go back to full time doing construction since COVID happened.
Same.
Yeah, but I'm hoping by the end of this year I can just quit it completely and start doing comedy full time. I lost a lot of money last year not doing comedy, but I feel like I made more money doing construction full time. So I don't know, like if I lost or whatever, but my hands are all cut up and stuff.
Yeah, but you're probably in shape and suntan.
Oh no, I'm fat as hell.
No?
Tom does construction too.
And I'm fat as fuck.
No, I do. I'm like a strong person, but I have like a lot of fat on top of me. I'm like one of those. Yeah, it's like a weird combination.
It's just weighting power, man. It's just power on hold.
Protecting the muscles from damage.
Listen,
That's right.
That's
right.
right.
I always tell people this is my winter weight, like because I have to work outside in the winter. So like this is like it's all that insulation to keep me warm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I call it my layer of blubber.
Yeah. And now here we are in May, and I still have my winter weight. So I don't know what I'm doing with it.
You say my girlfriend's got gray hair. What the fuck you think? I'm gonna be in shape? Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's still cold here.
She ain't gonna give a shit. I ain't.
Like 70-degree day the other day.
No, it's been cold. We had snow in late April.
Yeah, same here in Indianapolis.
Stuck to the ground snow.
We had like it was like 80 degrees like 3 days before, and I got sunburnt, and I'm sitting here like peeling my shoulder. You know what I mean? Watching it snow outside. It's just the weirdest shit ever.
Yeah.
Man, you know what you missed? If you have an orgasm while you're brushing your teeth, it's awesome.
Really? I have to try that.
You ever tried to orgasm while choking yourself?
I haven't.
Not choking myself, but I had a girl that like to be choked.
Yeah?
I had to stop seeing her because I thought I was killing her. We got carried away. What are you gonna do? She just choked me harder. No, I don't want to end up in jail. Yeah, she was sick.
Like, up her eyes are rolling back.
She like being slapped and choked. It's terrible. I had to go. I enjoyed it for a little while, but it was like, ooh, this is bad.
That was her normal sex. What if she got crazy one night?
Come on, she's 20 minutes. She's gonna die.
No one can hold their breath for 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Jesus Christ.
I'm just waiting for my ma to jump in.
We're off the rails there.
She's got like brain damage and shit, and he's just like, yeah, this is fine. I'm still choking you.
This is great. Oh, wow. All right.
We wonder why she went off for so long.
Yeah.
She's coming back next week for the Mother's Day show.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Kathleen Dunbar, hopefully, too.
She can behave.
I'll try.
Oh, we
Thanks for reminding me. Mother's Day's coming up. I almost forgot.
Yeah, get something for your mama. What kind of drinks are we gonna make for that Mark was talking about? What did he call it? The Quaalude?
Yeah, Russian Quaalude.
Russian Quaalude.
Yeah.
You ever heard of that?
Yeah, she was on the show.
On the show.
Yeah.
You were there.
I was
Should
there.
get Russian. Have you ever heard of a Russian quaalude? What's
I
that?
have not.
It
Russian?
sounds like a white Russian.
It's pretty
Yeah.
much a white Russian.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a drug.
It's a drink.
It's a drink.
Quaaludes are a drug.
They don't make them anymore.
Nope.
I know they used to.
There's so much disappointment in your
No,
voice.
They don't make them anymore. Whammy.
They don't make them anymore.
Darn it.
No,
I'm
I want one.
disappointed. Cosby's disappointed. Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's great.
Here is what a sex robot factory looks like
Ray, we have a sex robot story every week.
every week. Now, doesn't this remind you of that scene? I don't know which Terminator movie it was, but when they had like the T-800s just coming off the assembly line.
To me, it kind of looks like the Nita supply store. They've got the cadavers that are hung up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like Rocky's just in the background, just punching it and stuff.
That don't look bad for a sex robot. That looks pretty real.
They're super creepy.
You sure that one's doing all right for me?
Do you want to
I don't know.
Well,
I think you should
I don't got. Oh, I do have a toothbrush in my fanny pack.
add some razors to it.
Oh no, no.
that's the thing about that sex robot. She'll never get Ray.
Never.
Never.
Oh, that would be
Never
amazing.
Allow herself.
I'm just
to go
sick, you
crazy.
guys. I'm like sick.
Oh,
I can't
Okay.
handle.
I'm not gay, but like, do they make like the guy versions of those?
Oh yeah, but they're very petite looking.
They do.
Really?
I don't think they're as popular. I don't think.
They have a creepier look too. The faces are creepier.
I don't think as many women would be interested in a male sex doll.
You already got your vibrators and shit. That's all you need, huh?
Ma.
But
She's over here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one talking about all the crazy shit on the last podcast, and now she's like being shy about stuff. Come on.
you want a male sex doll?
No.
Oh, that is.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, Mother's Day is right around the corner.
Oh. There, you ain't even got a head, Ma.
His head is on the bedside table.
Yeah,
That's
Oh
where it
my
should
god.
there you go.
be. Yeah, see, that's creepy looking.
Wow.
Come on, Ma.
Yeah, us guys have to deal with this. That's our unrealistic beauty standards right there.
No, that's creepy.
Yep.
I don't.
It is very creepy. Just dead in the eyes.
I have to
Just
compete
Poppy
with a
likes them.
fucking rubber hand grenade that vibrates.
What if it's a guy that likes guys? You think they'd be turned on by that?
Yeah. Bionic penises, better than vibrators. Male sex robot, Ma. Oh, why is he doing the Al Bundy pose?
I mean, that
He's
one's
showing
not
off
bad.
those abs.
He looks like every male model ever.
Yep, every Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Listen, all of those male robots are gay. Come on.
How you doing, Mao? No?
All right, we all want to see it. What does it look like? What does it look like?
I know, I'm trying to. It says bionic.
It's showing everything but that.
Well,
Oh, I was gonna show it.
There we go.
Oh!
Oh, it's a little blurred, but I think that's good.
It's Asian.
Yeah.
Got it.
Petite, pretty petite, though.
Yeah. Especially, you know, his member looks kind of small there.
I mean, you could order them to,
That was Stan. Could you imagine
You gotta
going
play
to
with
pee in the
little
middle of the night and that
Toddler, toddler.
kick it right in the balls and punch it in the chest?
I wonder if it grows.
It's bionic.
Maybe that's why.
Mother's Day is coming, man.
Very good. Ordering while
For $150, I want to get her a giant steel penis she can have in her yard.
there we go.
That would work.
keep
All right.
that lady from turning around in her yard.
Ray Danger Hensley. We had a lot of fun today. Where can we find all of your awesome comedy?
RayHensleyComedy.com for my website. There's videos on there. There's all that other stuff. I'm actually pretty big on TikTok too. At Ray Hensley Comedy. I got like 6,000 followers, so I'm pretty huge on TikTok. At Ray Hensley Comedy for just everything, pretty much. And you can find me on all that stuff.
So you put stand-up clips on TikTok?
There's some on there. I tried to post some TikTok videos to try to see if I could get myself in trouble on TikTok, and it didn't work. And it was, I don't know.
Do you do the dances and stuff?
No, I don't do the dances. It's usually like, this is my backdrop for all, like, most of my TikTok videos, and I just, like, talk. And I just, like, tell, like, so, like, I have, like, jokes and stuff that I do, like, on stage, and I'll just do them, but, like, talking to, like, the camera instead. It's kind of, like, weird. And then, but I have, like, this, like, series that I do on TikTok where I'm, like, the jokes I'm going to get canceled for, and then, like, they're, like, some of my more offensive jokes. And I don't know, just, like, trying to, like, do stuff where I can get in trouble, and I'm not getting in trouble, and it's pissing me off.
You should brush your teeth on TikTok.
I should brush my teeth and jerk off on TikTok.
I just said brush your teeth.
Oh, just brush my teeth.
Yeah.
Will that get me in trouble?
Gotta clean that tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
You guys have a gag reflex? Let's talk about this before we go. Who's got a gag reflex?
Well,
Yeah,
while we're on the
dude.
subject, Molly can put her whole fist in her mouth. She probably won't do it because we ask her to do it every week and it's not fair. But she can put her fist in her mouth.
How small are your hands?
Huge. Baseball mitts.
Huge. Feels like Johnny Bench.
Average size.
Yep.
She's kind of got smaller fists, you know, but she can do it. We had her do it a couple of times.
I can't do it.
I have a small mouth.
You got a small mouth?
That's it. 2 knuckles. There goes Molly. Molly's doing it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, she can't do it.
Here she goes.
Yeah, move your hair, Molly.
Yes.
The gray hairs are worth it, bud. Keep her.
Yeah.
She's a keeper.
All right. That's it. Yeah, it didn't move a little bit.
Such a talent, I didn't know.
Such a
Well,
talent.
you've never seen that.
Like
Oh.
Anakin Skywalker. Can I name this, Tim?
Just what you should see if Molly could fit in your mouth.
No.
In a small mouth.
He's got a small mouth, small ears.
Very petite. I have a petite mouth.
Guy. I'm just a little guy.
All right. Well,
Fun.
this was a blast. You're getting there. Yeah, you got to finger. You got to work the finger. You got to get
You
it
gotta
in there.
just unhinge your jaw a little bit.
Unhinge your jaw, man. Come on,
Yeah.
Danger. Come on, Danger.
Come on, Danger. I'm like, sorry, Dad. Here we go. Just,
Hey, there's a guy from, I worked for him at, I can't think of his name right now, but he's from Indiana, and he does this kind of redneck kind of character. He's got a Brett Terhune. You know him?
yeah, Brett. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got some pretty good stuff out.
Brent's very funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
Brent's been doing it a lot longer than me. He's getting really big on like Instagram and stuff like that.
Right. A lot of people think like he's really like that. It's like, no, he's
Yeah,
fooling you. You know?
he's just a regular dude.
Some of the
Yeah.
comments, yeah. He's from Indiana, right?
Yep, he's from Indy, I think Beach Grove area on the southeast side.
To try to get him on the show.
Terhune? Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yep.
He probably would do it. He's a good guy.
All right. Well, remember, universe, we're not good enough.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Very much, Ray.